Good morning, friends. It's Sammy back with another episode of the Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Wednesday, October 7th, 2015. I have more news on my personal front than I do from around the world. So I honestly was going to let you know what's going on. Don't feel like I can do that right now. I'll make sure to post that below. But let me just give you a little bit of an update of what's going on in my life. Late last night, actually, I was on campus at a faculty event. And when I came out, got a text from my brothers. I have 3 half-brothers, one in California, one in Chicago still. Sorry. And one in DC. My father has been living with my brother in Los Angeles, in Santa Monica, and he found him unconscious yesterday at his home, and won't go into details, but basically rushed him to the ER, was taken into emergency surgery, and had a craniotomy, I want to believe. Basically, there was an immense amount of blood in his brain, on the left side of his brain, that was putting an extreme amount of pressure, from what my brother Alan said, that literally the left side of his brain was pushed basically to the center of his skull. So they had to drill into the skull to relieve not only the pressure, but to drain the blood. My father will be 89 on New Year's Eve. And the ironic thing is that we've always said he's healthier than all of us. He's, my brother Alan and I joke, he's Iron Man. And I, always thought he was invincible. He was the one that whenever anything happened, he always said, well, the doctor said it'll take a week. I'll be up in a day. Or, they say this, but I'm going to do this. And he always proved everyone wrong, and was able to, like I said, be healthier than all of us combined. And so I just never imagined that he would A, have to suffer like this, and B, I don't know. I don't know if I thought he'd get hit by a train or something. Honestly, I don't know what I thought. I just didn't think it was going to be this. Thank you for the hearts, guys. So all that to be said, we found out he came out of surgery a little after 1 a.m. Central Time, and he made it through. He was only given a 50-50 shot, and he made it through. So that's good news. Just got another text from my brother Glenn saying that they are guardedly optimistic that he is has some vital responses, even though he's still unconscious and on a ventilator, that there has been some responses. And so I'm sure I'm not saying the medically correct thing. And I'm getting some texts right now. So I'm going to actually go look and see what that is. The one thing I do want to say to you today, that I just, as I was praying, well, first, if you are a praying person, I would appreciate your prayers. I'm learning that it's not so much for my will. I can't tell you what to pray. Just, I think the praying is good for my heart. And it just puts peace and perspective on this whole situation. So I appreciate, thank you. I just really appreciate the prayers for our whole family. That means so much. And I will just say, don't wait. As you know, I turned 40 this year, and it's kind of a joke that I always forget how old I am, and I have to figure out how old my parents are to figure out how old I am. And I was thinking my dad was turning 90 this year, but he's turning 89. And so I said, well, we need to plan a 90th birthday. We were going to plan to go out to California and do all this. I said, oh, no, his 90th is next year. And you know what? We don't know if there's going to be a next year, and you never know. So we're a big believer in just celebrating whenever you can. And so if I could say anything to you today, it's don't wait, and just celebrate the small moments. I know it's easier said than done, but it's amazing how when something like this happens, everything that was on the to-do list and everything that was so important all of a sudden goes out the window. So I'm going to go do some meal prep cooking like I was planning on doing, because I think it's going to be better than continuing to sit and just wait. And not sure if I'm going to be flying out to California yet or not. I don't want to be a hindrance, and I want to make sure I can be a help to both my family and my dad. So I'll keep you posted on that. But I'm going to just go moment by moment now, and I thank you all for listening, and I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you make it great, and don't wait. Bye.